This is my friend Richard Scutari. We were together for a few years at Mendota, and I found him to be a very enlightening man. Now, you wouldn't think it when you hear about his history and everything about him. Everybody just thinks of like some redneck, but this guy is super intelligent. Richard is one of the members of the Order, also known as the Bruderschweigen, or the Silent Brotherhood. You want to talk about insurrection? These guys honestly committed insurrection. They sent a letter to the government, and in this letter they said that they were breaking away and starting their own country. Now, Richard wasn't convicted of insurrection, and neither was David or Gary Lee Yarborough or Bruce Pierce or any of the guys from them. They were convicted of much more common crimes. Richard here was convicted of robbing an armored car, which is a hilarious story. And David Lane was convicted of conspiracy to commit murder. Now, the armored car was a piece of work. They stopped an armored car outside of Ukiah, California, and had a .308 rifle trained on the drivers. They told the drivers it could pierce bulletproof glass, and maybe it could have. But as Bob Matthews was talking to the driver to get him to come out, Gary Yarborough shot at the windshield, and it cracked off the windshield, and Bob Matthews looks back at him and says, "Hey man, I'm trying to talk here." It's a hilarious story to hear Richard tell. But this is one of those things where you hear about the guy and you think, oh man, he's this crazy evil person because of the propaganda in the news, but actually he's a kindly old man. I met him at 70 years old, and he really cares about people. I've seen him go out of his way to help all sorts of people. Richard got a 60-year sentence for robbing an armored car, and he's up for parole right now. I sure hope he gets it, because he's really not posing a threat to anybody. This picture here was taken at Pollock, and the one before it was taken at ADX Florence. He's been down a long time. He's actually been in the terrorist unit. Only one of the only few people I know that's been in the communication management unit in Hazleton. But his co-defendant, David Lane, passed away several years ago. That's him there. Most of the guys are just, old men that regret what they did.